Greetings, greetings. How's everybody doing? So much to talk about. So many things happening. So many changes other than my hair. um yeah, this is actually part of my birthday present. So, yeah, I needed a me day. Oh my goodness. This week has been I can't even tell you personally what I've been through. It's just been crazy. It's been so crazy. I had a very close family member of mine uh, go into the hospital, and it was scary. I'm not gonna lie to you, it was very scary. I had a hard time holding it together. But she's fine now. She's getting better. And when you're a distance from that person, it makes it even scarier. But, the end result is she's doing a lot better. And the environment, the way things are, the energy, everything that, everything that is happening, especially on a personal level, it's as though the universe is saying, hey, come on, this is like your last chance to change. Either you change or you don't, and you go in the wrong direction. You get on the wrong path. So it's kind of like where the planets are right now. It's actually forcing people and confronting people like, hey, if you haven't fixed this issue in your life, you have to fix it now. Either fix it now or you're done, pretty much. And Saturn is in Gemini, it's retrograde. So Saturn creates havoc, creates obstacles. Um, it's in Gemini right now for the month of August. And I'm sorry, not Gemini, it's in Pisces right now. So Pisces is, it's going to cause depression for people. Um, Pisces can be kind of like where they focus a lot on sadness. It's a watery sign. Also those that have issues with drug abuse, alcohol abuse, anything like that, it's really gonna come to the forefront, and it's really gonna be like either you change or you don't, and you stay in the third or fourth 4D. Um, so we're heading in the direction of everybody has to make a decision. They have to make a choice whether you're going to stay on that low frequency or you're going to go up to the higher frequency. Just it's just happening for everybody. People are having more and more health issues, and being forced to address that. It could be with a partner, something that's going on with a partner. Just things in the past that have been repeating and repeating itself, and that those people that have not decided yet to go into the higher frequency. So it's, getting to a critical point in time in which everybody has to make their choices. Just looking at the planets here, where what other Mercury is also retrograde, and it's in Virgo. So like a lot of communication dysfunctional things could be happening as well. It's going into Virgo on Tuesday. I'm sorry, it's going retrograde on Tuesday. Uh so yeah, that is where we are. And then we have the planet Uranus, which is actually direct. It's in Taurus. So this is really going to affect Taurus people. And Taurus people really don't like to change. Uranus is the planet of change. And it could be abrupt changes, so it's kind of like forcing you to change. But Taurus, that's a stubborn sign. So, I mean, really, it's going to affect everybody. It's going to really affect everyone, especially people that are set in their ways and they're like naturally stubborn and hate change. Like, let me give you an example. My daughter, she is a Taurus, and I was at the beauty salon for 5 hours, mind you, to get this done. I planned this ahead of time. I really wanted like a change. I wasn't going to go this drastic, but I saw a picture and I was like, oh, I want this. So I walked into our house, and as soon as she saw me, she screamed and she ran. And then she comes out later on and she says, oh, she said she didn't like it. It was like too much of a change for her. And this is how Taurus people are. They do not like change. I mean, there are other signs that do not like change, but not as much as, to me, in my experience, as much as a Taurus. I mean, it takes them so long to change things. Like even moving is a big deal for them. But anyway, so what is going on in the world? I mean, there's so much stuff going on in the world. Venezuela is really getting hammered. The UK is really getting hammered. I'm so sorry for all the people that watch me from the UK. Oh my God, my heart goes out to you. I mean, hammered with civil unrest. It's just all these growing pains happening all at once. And I'm getting reports that more countries are going to follow with the civil unrest. Uh, then there's like they're saying about a nuclear scare that's going to happen because Iran is attacking Israel. Japan their economy is crashing. Um, the US, the stock market, I noticed my own stocks were down the last time I checked. The stock market is, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, you know, not doing well. Um, what else? What else is happening here? But that's pretty much, you know, the newer stuff that's happening, aside from the election. So the question is, what are we in for August? That's what I was going to take a look at, like what the energy looks like for August. I mean, there's so much going on. I mean, we really need to like pray, pray for the transition, pray for the earth, pray for the world, hold tight. We need to. We really need to. So I'm gonna take a look at the overall energy, and like definitely, it definitely looks like we're gonna go into lockdown. Who knows, probably this month. You know what, let me ask. I want to ask before I look at the energy. um is the world going to go, this is a quick yes or no answer, so is the world going to go into lockdown this month, August? Well, i'm not seeing not seeing a lockdown yet, but who knows. So there, it looks like things are being collaborated. um they're coming together. uh the military, the White Hats are all coming together. um there's a plan in place. I did get military. It looks like the military is going to roll out in the near future, and things are being worked on. And that's an 8, so that's like change. Um, but there's going to be more chaos. There's definitely going to be more chaos to come, and more confusion and chaos that's going to come. And then we have King of Cups. I keep getting this guy, King of Cups. There's secrecy, there are tricks. The other side, the dark hats are going to have more tricks up their sleeve as well. um but let's take a look. I want to take a look in August, overall energy for August. Oh shit, did I? So let's see. August, what do we have for August? Kind of have to fight in order to get that frequency up there. Really have to fight, because the dark entities are trying to hold us down, because they're on the way out. They know they're on their way out, and they're trying to weaken our energy, weaken our vibration, make us sick, all that stuff. So let's see. Got to stay strong. And what's funny is that, I do my pendulum from time to time. I ask my higher self, I ask Yeshua, and Yeshua told me about a month ago, he said to me, you're going to have to stay strong. You're going to have to be strong. And now it makes sense. It makes sense why. Because of personally, of what I just went through. And because of all this unrest. So yeah, we are definitely gonna have to stay strong. August, name of Mother, Father, Creator. What do we have to know about August? Automatically, the first card, which actually is the first house. This is a 7, spiritual number. We're gonna have to stay spiritually strong, stand our ground. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be a tough month. right off the bat. This is what this is what this card is telling us. And I wouldn't be surprised if we have, things like earthquakes, um, like literally standing our grounds, you know, where the earth is moving below us because she is, Mama Gaia is changing. She's definitely changing and bringing in the higher frequencies. And when she brings in the higher frequencies, we're gonna have some earth changes with that. So second house, so we have the Emperor Major Arcana card. Structural. This points to structure and more masculine energy. So this could be, it could be like a um, military, but also having to do with, um, yes, this has to do with like systems, also keeping order. The second house, let's see, is the house of partnerships, but also balance. Could be balance as well. So there's going to be a struggle with keeping things, like orderly, in an orderly fashion and structured. And then we have this in the third house. Wow. This really points to people are going to feel extremely tired. If they don't feel tired already, which they do, there's like a tired feeling with this card and a feeling of wanting to like get away and even not just get away to another location, but just kind of be like a hermit, um a feeling like you want to be a hermit, like you don't want to leave your house. This could also point to, like the being on lockdown as well, but also, going within, um a feeling of going within, like spiritually going within to be recharged. And this is the third house, which is a mental energy. So yeah, this really points to being mentally drained. We got two fours. The Emperor is a four, and the Four of Swords is a four. So that is structure and like your foundation. And then we have another seven in the fourth house, which is Seven of Cups. What I'm really getting from this is a feeling of not being safe, feeling like you are unsafe and chaotic, and there's a confusion. So for people this month, they are going to feel unsafe. Definitely. And definitely unsafe in their home. I was hoping not to have such a fearful reading, but it looks like it is. And the seven is also spiritual, so people are going to reach out. People are going to become more spiritual and go within this month. And then we have the Three of Cups, which is, see, that's the fifth house. So that's could be love, money, children, pleasures. But I'm feeling like a three can be also creative, a creative number. Can be the Trinity. I mean, this could also be a spiritual card and it's cups, but it's more about reaching out to your neighbor. Closer ties with your family and your community. Like having to get closer to, to maybe the people around you, closer ties. And then we have, let's see, the Eight of Pentacles, and that's the sixth house, which is the house of health and service. So I don't think this is so much about money. I think it has to do more with working on our health. On our health. Sixth house, I mean, that's Virgo, so it could be like communication, working on our communication. Something along, something along those lines. So the focus is really on working on self-improvement, which is good. So the energy is actually going that way towards improving ourselves. So now we have, let's see, the seventh house, which is the King of Swords. So the seventh house is the house of Libra. With this guy, the King of Swords, I see him as a Libra. So this is kind of like a double Libra. So what the collective is really wants is, like freedom, cooperation, like, the collective wants to have that bond with humanity. That's what we really want. And justice and honesty, that's what the collective is actually working towards, especially when you have Eight of Pentacles in the sixth house. We are actually we're moving towards that. We're moving towards more of a Venusian, type of atmosphere in actuality. But it's just that things are just crumbling. They're collapsing because they have to collapse in order for something new to rise. And then we have we have Nine of Pentacles. Ooh, that's nice. That's always a good card. So Nine of Pentacles, she is prosperous, independent, sovereign, and she's right smack in the eighth house. So the eighth house is all about change and transformation. So this is actually where we are headed. So that's actually really good for the month of August. There's going to be a transformation to where we feel we have more power. it's going to be, a rebirth. There's a rebirth aspect here. And maybe even more abundant, because it rules, wealth and inheritance. So who knows, maybe we will be more abundant in some capacity, maybe not uh abundant as far as finances go, but maybe more abundant in some other way, in some, spiritual way, feeling like we are more together and we are rooting for a cause. So maybe something good will come out of this month. We can only pray. And then, because this is actually, you know, they're actually like this. I have them like this. So there's something there, um, that's gonna come about, something positive that's going to manifest this month. Okay, then we have the ninth house, which is, we have the moon. This card is a little bit, it's a little scary. Okay, and then we have this card below it. So this is not well aspected. It really is not well aspected here. We need to go through this transition. This is saying we need to go through this scary event or events in order to get us here. But yeah, these are not good together. That worries me. And that's the ninth house, which is a very spiritual house, and we're definitely gonna have to hold our ground. We're gonna have to maintain that level of, of just holding the line, maintain our level-headedness, no matter how scary things get. And then we have, let's see, the 10th house, which is Two of Swords. The 10th house has to do with like career and social status, um, ambition and fulfillment. So this is below the Four of Swords and Two of Swords. So Two of Swords really says that there is a duality of balance. And this looks like it could be, like some kind of lockdown. Because she stops. This is a stop, and this is a stop. So there could be some kind of lockdown or mental lockdown, like feeling of, where you have to stop, you can't go on type of thing. Looks like this is going to be a difficult month. I'm not going to lie. It's, this looks like it's going to be a difficult month. Okay, so we have Page of Wands in the 11th house. Let's see. Like, this card has to do with humanitarianism, friendship, community. Well, actually, that's the 11th house, but let's see, the Page of Wands is kind of like a visionary, like new ideas. I kind of see this card as having like a Sagittarian energy. So whatever is going on, that whatever is going to go on this month is going to spark things up. Um, who knows? It might create, there's a creative aspect to this because there are people coming together and actually um problem solving and coming up with ideas, and you know there's something new coming in. It could be technology, ideas for something new regarding technology, but there's some new opportunities, and it could be a big number of people coming together and pulling their resources together. But it's the beginning of it. It's definitely the beginning of it. It could be the beginning of a movement on a positive level. And there's a great deal of passion there. Okay, so now we have the 12th house, which is the high priestess. Ooh. Oh, wait. So I'm gonna read these like this. So in the midst of all this chaos that's happening and us having to struggle, having to hold our ground, um, navigating through all this negative shit that's going on, there is a silver lining. With the high priestess in the 12th house, it is actually working our muscles. And through all this, we are going to be getting more downloads. We are going to um, strengthen our connection with Source, with Mother, Father, Creator. We're going to become more psychic. We're going to become more wise. We're going to become more focused. Um, our memories will improve. You're going to see people that will be healed. Maybe even some, miraculously healed. Um, Also, she can be secretive, so secrets coming out, hidden, the hidden in plain sight. Um, there could be tension as well. So there are positive aspects to this, and there are also negative aspects to this. Because she's hidden. So a lot of, the hidden stuff is gonna come to the surface. A lot of things are gonna come to the surface. And many of us who are sentient beings are gonna see things in our dreams. Um, we're gonna have synchronicities. We're gonna have um, maybe supernatural experiences, more creativity. Wow. August is gonna be some month. All right, and then I'm gonna pull my goddess cards. I'm gonna pull a card from that deck. The August. 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 What does spirits want to say about August? What advice can we get from spirit? Let's sacred space, create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. So spirit is saying, find a place, whether it's in your home, whether it's outside of your home, you know, a place that you feel a connection to, and a place that makes you feel good, wherever that place is. You know, could be at the beach. It could be, you know, by your favorite tree, or, you know, at the park, or, you know, wherever that is. Finds that place that is sacred to you, and go there when, you know, maybe you're not feeling well, you're feeling stressed out. Or it could be a place in your head, you know, it could be, you could use your imagination and be there in an instant. All right, I think that concludes my reading for today for the month of August. It's going to be a bit brutal. There's some good stuff happening. All right, well, thank you so much for watching, and always subscribe, share, like, join my Rumble channel. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I have so much gratitude. Have a great week.